What's up, guys? El-Shaddai Aluteni here for your favorite entertainment show, This Entertainment, of course. Tonight we are not at Winterfell. We are at the Wolfshack tonight to catch up with Gina Jeanz and Loudima. We are about to step into the future with their future beats, their future sounds. They're killing it as we speak. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Let's go. What's up? We're still kicking it here at the Wolfshack. We are with the man of the moment himself, Loudima. Into the future. How you doing, man?
I'm pretty awesome today.
Yeah?
I'm pretty awesome.
Yeah, you're doing awesome things on the decks. Tell us more about future beats. What are they?
It's a sort of offspring of hip hop and R&B and electronic music that just sort of fuse, and it's all about the feelings, all about good vibes.
All the feels. Sometimes they're like those feels, like, and then they're like the feels, you know? Okay, I get it. It's really nice, really dope. I know you're predominantly like a hip hop DJ. You really love that. You really kill it when you're doing your thing with Nishi. I forgot his DJ name.
Musketeer.
DJ Musketeer. I'm sorry. You guys kill it. But I mean, what do you think the niche or the market is for future beats, especially in Namibia?
To be honest, I've been trying to do this for the longest of time. Like, I just haven't found. I think Gina's really the first person besides myself who actually plays future beats in Namibia.
Yeah.
And I've been doing this for a while. I haven't tapped into everything just yet. But I have been playing future beats for a while. People know that I play future beats. I throw it in every now and then during my hip hop sets, but for full, I haven't been comfortable playing like a full future beat set for a while because venues and people come ask you for house and it's a whole thing. But I'm thankful for nights like tonight's where we can just relax, enjoy ourselves, have a few drinks responsibly, and enjoy the good music.
Yeah. All right, just vibe. Okay, I understand. You know, Namibia is very small, and sometimes we are not there when the rest of the world is there. But it's okay. I mean, you know, we do our thing, and it's kudos to you and to Gina for really holding it down on the future beat side. What do you foresee coming up, future beats wise, especially in like we have to really focus on Namibia, and especially now with the numbers and everything. I don't see any genre that's represented or any artists that represent future beats. What would you like to see moving forward?
Well, I don't think the numbers will recognize us before we recognize ourselves. So my thing is, if there are any young producers or anyone like who has a passion for it, just make your tracks and put them on SoundCloud, put them wherever people will be, and just send everything out to people. Because especially for me, like, it would be nice to play a future beats set that is just like Namibian tracks. Because I have some of Martin Abusenja's tracks, and have some of my own tracks, and I have some other. So I think that's a development that needs to happen first before anything else happens.
Alrighty. Interesting that you would say that. You mentioned a couple of people. I even forgot that Martin, you know, because he hasn't dropped in such a long time. But this is. Move along to Game of Thrones. Do you watch it?
Yes, I do. I do watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
My theory is that everyone's going to die. Pretty much.
It won't be surprising. But so, if you were a Game of Thrones character, from the ones that are alive or dead, which Game of Thrones character would you be?
Tyrion, because I think I like
smart.
I like to kind of be in the background but still be in the forefront of what's happening. Mm-hmm. So I want to be the person who influences the person who might get their head cut, but like that won't be me. Hopefully.
Okay.
Hopefully.
I see what you did there. That's smart. That's really smart. I mean, it's almost winter for us, literally in Namibia, and winter is there in Game of Thrones, so you need to be smart for that one. Loudima, oh yes, I wanted to ask you about your playlists. You send them out every single Friday. You release them every single Friday. what can you tell people about your playlist? They are amazing. I love the Independence one particularly, dude.
Well, I put out what's called an assorted crates every Friday. I think today I put out my 64th.
Yeah.
So it's been like a year and a month now, like literally every week, consistently. It's a mix. It's not necessarily strictly hip hop. It's not necessarily strictly any sort of genre. It's just a mix of music that I put out every Friday. Every Friday it's something different all the time, and it's good music. Well, I feel it's good music.
No, it's good music. Trust me, please. Trust me. It's super awesome music. It's on SoundCloud.
It's on SoundCloud. It's on Apple Podcasts. You can find it on my website. I usually post links to my social media, Loudima D, wherever. Yeah, you'll find it.
Yeah, and if you're lucky enough to have his number, he sends it to you on WhatsApp. The link.
Also that.
But anyways, thank you so much for joining us. I know you and Gina are going back and forth. You're like in the ring. You're on that Kanye, Jay-Z, Watch the Throne tip. Thank you so much for taking time to talk to us. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
And winter is coming. The future beats. We are definitely in the future. We're sitting with Gina Jeanz. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm awesome. Girl, I've been trying to get you on this channel, but you know you booked and busy and stuff. But I'm saying, good to have you back.
Thank you so much, guys. I'm actually very happy to be home for like a good period, and then I'm out again. But I'll definitely be back more often.
Thank you very much. But Gina, like, I don't even know where to start with your career, but I think let's start with the most current thing. You know, your song "Smoke and Mirrors," "Love Me." You know the song. Love me, yeah. Featuring Danny Bagel. It's amazing. It's climbing the charts. I think it was at number 5. I think 2 weeks back when I checked.
Yeah, it's on 3 charts. It's actually doing good. It's doing good.
It's doing awesome. It's an amazing song. Where did that? I don't even know. I know you tried to explain it. I watched an interview once of you making a beat, I think in 10 minutes. But where do the sounds come from, guys?
Honestly, you know what? And I've always tried to explain my process, but I feel like with every artist or every creative person, it's very different and very personal. But I know for a fact that I create from a place of no mind. Or in this case, with Smoke and Mirrors, I was frustrated for 2 months because I was like, I'm not doing anything, and I just created because I wanted to, no pressure, and then magic happened. So I was like, okay.
Super magic. And the lyrics, Danny, she wrote the song.
She wrote it with Jimmy Neves. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
The lyrics are so smart.
He's honestly, I've been following him for a while, and I've always really loved his work and the way he writes. He writes with purpose, if that makes sense. And when I was thinking of who else to put on the song, I definitely thought he would be like a perfect fit. Luckily, I was like in the good books with him because he's booked and busy.
Yes, I remember we did interview him once. He's very humble, very sweet.
Yeah.
He's, for you expect like big stars to be like, no.
He's very, very. He's also an artist in his own right, and I feel like the fact that he was so willing to collaborate with me. I mean, I'm a Namibian artist. I'm not established in SA, so I truly enjoyed the experience. It was so good. So good.
And now we have this amazing song. So thanks, guys. Thank you all so much. So obviously you're not just a producer, you are also a model. You do so many things. You're also a graphic designer. Is that like the professional title?
That is the professional title. Yeah.
So how do you balance it, or is it easy because it's all creative work?
Well, one thing I knew for a fact when I finished studying is that I wanted to immerse myself in the creative industry. Music was my first choice, but African parents at the time, they're like, what are you doing? So graphic design was my second best choice, and I graduated cum laude, so I do have a good degree under my bag, and I use what I've learned in school to apply to my brand now, which I think is so beneficial to me because I don't necessarily need to bring in a designer. For bigger projects, obviously, but I use my skill sets and use it to benefit myself in the long run.
because all your visuals, everything is so amazing. The short little films you make, the little your Instagram, your feed is popping. It confuses me. I think you need to have like a master class. No, for real, don't laugh at us. Some of us who are not there. You need to have a master class because it's so aesthetically pleasing. It's amazing. And I've been following you for many years.
We went to school together.
She does know me.
I know El-Shaddai, guys.
Yes, I was not lying. Okay. So, and I just love the art direction you bring to your page. And obviously other brands see that too. Like a few years back you did something for Estee Lauder and I was like, to go.
Yeah.
And, how do those deals come about? Is Instagram really a great portfolio to advertise your skills, your work?
I think in this day and age, for people who don't have the necessary funds for a website or to ship their portfolios to whichever company, Instagram is the most accessible platform right now. It's like, what is your handle? This is my work, right there and then. And, it's innovative in the sense that now we don't have to be in a certain space. Like, I've collaborated with people I've never met before. You know what I mean? So it's a place that I'm definitely thriving on, but I also don't put all my chickens in one egg, because if it shuts down tomorrow, I definitely need to have a backup plan. So I'm also working on my own personal work in the background, not just relying on Instagram as a means to like get my work out there. But in terms of where I am now, it's definitely like 80% contributed to that.
Yeah, well, kudos to you, and you really do have an amazing page. Check her out at Gina Jeanz with a Z. Z.
So I went on that Twitter, right? Everyone was like, girl.
Oh, it's good. I mean, like, guys, you had one job. You just go to Instagram, you check to make sure, poor. That's it, done. But anyways, let's not talk about those people. What did I want to find out from you? I wanted to know, like, girl, how is it being a creative, a foreign creative, in South Africa, especially now with the xenophobia and everything, and how closed. I know every industry is closed to a certain degree, but your talent is undeniable. But how is it breaking into that?
I have a saying where I know that me being there, I have a lot to prove. Immediately. I'm an industry that's still growing, so I'm obviously there to just help myself in the long run. With the way things are going right now, I do feel a little bit worried for people who are not as settled in SA, who are like also still trying to come up. It's a sensitive topic, and I do feel that we as foreigners, even not just in South Africa, anywhere in the world, you cling to your people because it's a safe space. But I'm definitely just making sure that I'm in this current era right now. I'm just vigilant. Thank God, no one that I know personally has experienced it, but I truly do feel so sorry for those who are going through it, because at the end of the day, everyone all over the world, when we leave our homes, is because we're trying to have a better life, But yeah, it's an ongoing topic. I don't feel like I can really contribute so much to it, because as the events are unfolding, it's also affecting different groups that are not in the creative industry. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're just praying and hoping that blows over, and something can be done for the foreign nationals that are in SA.
Like 100%, and I think that's always the fear and the concern, especially when you have people in SA, your friends, people you've studied with, or just people that you love generally. So yeah, I'm glad you're woke. Mama didn't raise no punk. I'm saying, so if you see her,
no, I'm
just joking.
I'm very aware. I'm very aware of my surroundings. Yeah.
So there's really a lot. I was even thinking now of Denim Mafia.
Oh my goodness.
I went there.
My once-off brand that just like, I think it was like 3 months, and I was like, okay, peace out.
I loved it.
I think at the time the idea was great, but I didn't have the capital, and it also taught me a lot. And I think in the near future, when I'm a little bit more settled, because things with music are really picking up right now, I don't want to spread myself too thin. I'm at the age now where I understand that not everything needs to be done in a rush, and I'm really enjoying the process, and even in a very good creative space. So it might come back. We'll see.
I mean, I'm seeing the future. I'm seeing collabos. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing Woolworths waking up and saying, oh, yeah, let's do something with her. Because we have denim, she's, jeans, Guys. Well, okay, I don't want to keep you too long, but like I said, I got so many questions to ask you. But I think a lot has. You got married, but we're not here to talk about your personal life. But you got married, and everything is just evolving for you. It's getting better and better.
It's aligning. It's definitely aligning. But here's the thing. I think also when people see you on social media, they have assumptions that your life is perfect and great. And I'm always very true to myself in the sense that I also have down days, and yes, we all show the best sides of ourselves, but I definitely do feel that I want to be a little bit more open with creatives going through, whether it's anxiety, because there's pressure on us, like you put out a single, you're like, what's the next project? Oh my God, I can't make anything. But I want to be a little bit more transparent with that. I just want to do it in my own time because you can share so much of yourself and people can take advantage of that. But if you do it,
To be honest, I always get that from your Instagram, which is weird because like you said, people always put the best photos up or the best shots or whatever. But I think it's necessary. Sometimes people want to just, when they're feeling down, log on and see something beautiful and be like, there's still hope and light in the world.
It's like an escape, It is.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. But okay, I have so many things to ask you, but
Leave me, guys.
I'm not gonna leave her. But also, for me, I always like to separate personal with professional because I feel like you as an artist, you are Gina Jeanz, but you are also Gina. You're also a human being. So we're not gonna get too deep into that. But wait, also, how proud are you of your sister for graduating?
Guys, when I look at her as an artist, now, not as my sister, as an artist, her track record in the last year, it speaks for itself. I'm extremely so proud, and everyone is always like, "Why aren't you guys collaborating?" I think we've had the silent agreement where she needs her time to shine. It doesn't have to be Gina Jean's sister or Lioness's sister. She needed that space to really establish herself without any tags, without any support in a sense, because every artist needs to grow into themselves, and I think she did it so well, regardless or despite everything that happened, and also she's graduated now. She's really, I respect her so much, and I really respect her work ethic.
I respect her. I respect you. You guys are phenomenal. You are such strong women. And I personally, this is me thinking, and I'm sorry to put this out, but I really, really do think that your mom is an angel, and she's definitely watching down on you guys, making sure, aligning all the pieces for you from a higher vantage point.
I feel her around me, especially on days when I miss her so much, but I know who raised me. And I think that's what gets me going, gets me up every morning, I think I have so much to give to the world, and just like she left a beautiful legacy, I definitely want to do the same,
We have no doubt the track record is there. It comes way back. But before I love and leave you, before we get into more future beats, I'm sorry guys, listen, it's my 15 minutes or so. What is the future? Seeing as we're talking about future beats, what is the future for Gina's beats, for Gina's fashion, for Gina's... Girl, you also do photography, ne? So much for creative direction. What?
I want to have a space where I can contribute as a female in the music industry. I'm still trying to find my place, and I'm still learning where I can actually plug myself in. I want to be involved in that space because there are a lot of women who want to get into music but don't have an idea of how to do so, So in the future, I'm definitely looking at being more involved and being present in that space. For myself, I will never tell.
Keep it locked, kids. You know where to find her, at Gina Jeanz on the gram. Thank you so much. I mean, gang. I feel like, these beats are so lit. I can somehow even just become a rapper.
I think so.
Thank you so much. But okay, in case you forgot, guys, we are still at Future Beats. We're still here at Wolfshack, and now we are with Lioness, Dr. Lioness. Once again, how do you feel?
I love this entertainment, you guys know. Shout out to you guys always.
And we love you.
Thank you. I know you guys are always showing me love. It's so sweet.
Got your background.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you're a whole doctor. So if I even finna die right now, you can resuscitate me, help me. How does it feel? It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I mean, I got the news last year, but it doesn't really mean anything if there's nothing to show. So I was like waiting to officially make it like a thing. And it feels weird. I feel very surprised at myself, the way I handled these two things, because now it's a reality, but at the same time grateful, because like I've been getting messages on, like I'm apparently inspiring girls to like get back and go to school, and I think that's so gorgeous. So I feel good about that.
Yeah, and I'm in awe. I'm just like, so I wake up, I complain and stuff, and here's Lioness. You're out here, you're studying, you're chasing your career, like musically and doctorally. I just made up that word. It's a word. It's a word now. It's a word now. And like you've gone through so much emotionally. I touched on that when I spoke to Gina as well. And for me, it's weird because I feel like it's important to acknowledge your mother, but at the same time, I don't want to pry. I don't like to be that person. But I really, like I told Gina, I feel like you guys have an angel. She's really directing everything right now.
Thank you. That is so sweet. I believe so to an extent, and it was a hard year. It really was. It was a hard couple of years. But like, if I'm inspiring people, then it's like it almost cancels it out. Yeah.
That is it. I think that is absolutely it. If you can take something out of such a tragedy, it's the strength and your courage to continue.
You're gonna make me cry.
And then we are going to talk about Game of Thrones now, just to switch it up real quick.
I don't watch Game of Thrones.
All right, and then we're going to get back to the questions, just to switch it up even more quicker.
Yeah.
Congratulations again. Pride of Silk. It's an amazing album. Like, I don't even know where to begin. All I know is that it's fire. The videos are always fire. Like, I don't even... What is there to say now at this point?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Let's talk about the numbers because there's nothing else to say. Because let's talk about the numbers.
I mean, I was contemplating whether I should enter, but I did, and there you go. I mean, I hope you guys vote like you said you guys would, because it's important. It's an important achievement for me and women collectively and young girls who have dreams, who aspire to be. It's like I'm carrying a load of all of those people.
You're carrying us.
Yeah, so I feel like it's a huge responsibility. Even if I didn't win, I would feel bad for that, counterpart. So
don't worry. We're going to vote. We're going to recharge. We're really, 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 really backing you, and I feel like that one category, like a best artist. Let's see. Let the best person really win, guys.
Yeah.
Let's be for real, guys. Don't do those funny things of yours. Please. But I'm so glad you did submit.
I did.
Ooh, because I was going to be so angry at you. I was going to come at your house because I do know where you live. But speaking of Pride of Silk, it's not just music now, girl. I see you guys you're also going to fashion with Synergy, who is an amazing designer. Girl, tell us more about that collab.
So I'm transitioning between Lioness and Silk as a name, and I'm trying my best way to expose people to that name. It's a name. It's an album name. It's like it's not like a acronym, not really an acronym, but like something to that effect. And I just wanted to make it fun. I wanted it because like everyone's like, oh, you always look nice, you have a stylist. I'm like, I actually really don't. So I was like, hey, why don't I try and pull traction to my brand and make women feel sexy in something that's for like nightwear. It's not nightwear, but it has that effect. Like you can take it to dinner and be very sexy in your own skin, because silk does feel good. So I was like, yo, I brought Synergy onto to the whole production, and we had so much fun. So I hopefully it's dropping on the 4th of May. Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed.
I'm here for it. I already told you what my vibe is, what I need from y'all. Like some custom silk. Yes. Girl, constant on these people real quick. But girl, I mean, you've done so much in the past. I think, is it even 2 years? I think it was actually like started last year where you were really hitting and boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, it started last
January.
year.
Like
Yeah.
I can remember. Like
Oh my gosh, it's been a year. I thought it was more than that. I feel like I've been working so hard.
but you have been working that hard. You've been working that hard. Let's talk about Coke Studios. Only Namibian artists to be there. So guys, that must tell you something.
First,
Oh, it was Ote. I'm so sorry.
No, it was Freedom.
Woo! Choma. It's it, John. Hey, that's a sensitive topic. I'm sorry. Opas, you gotta cut this right.
No, you need to cut this.
That was bad. What we're saying was, Coke Studios, you are the second artist after Frida to be on Coke Studios. First female rapper, first rapper, Namibian rapper. There we go. I knew there was a first something. How was that experience, girl?
Yo, listen, babe, I didn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, am I dreaming? Like, and I remember a year before, my ex-boyfriend was like, you should watch this Coke Studio stuff. I was like, and then I started watching it and really got into it. So it was like, is this a dream? It literally feels like a dream. It was amazing working with Boiti Nazizi, our producer. So Boiti Nazizi and I have a separate single. Yeah, and it's, I don't want to disclose so much.
But it's okay. We'll latch on to that.
Yeah, so it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's happening.
I'm so excited for you. So, I mean, what, girl, I think we had this conversation privately, like off screen, off camera. But how was it working with Mr. Easy? You also did Empower. You did so many things. It was like boom, 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 boom.
I was so busy. Empower was one of those opportunities which was like, am I putting things in the universe and am I putting things out in the universe and like manifesting? Because I listened to his music like since 2014. So when he came out and I was like, oh my gosh, he's so good. And then I get this, and then I meet him at Coke Studio. I'm like, this is a joke. And then I go to Empower and I spend like 2 weeks in his presence. It was absolutely like, I can never explain that feeling. It's so good. Yeah, I'm so grateful. I'm entire, like I'm super grateful. Wow. Babe, I can't even stop saying like
I can't. I feel like it's happening to me. So Mr. Easy, you were at Empower, Coke Studio. Girl, how was it working with Mr. Easy?
I met him at Coke Studio actually. It was crazy because he was there that time and I was there that time. And now like a year later we're at Empower. He's so professional. He understands music to a depth that I haven't seen. He opened up like these doors in my mind musically that I didn't know I had. I mean, I was singing, girl. Like it's that deep. Like it was such a fruitful boot camp. You know, I met artists, I learned about different countries. I learned so much about music. Like people think it's putting out a song, and yes, it's like there's law, there's economics, there's psychology, there's finance, like you need to know. So he gave me lessons that I'm gonna carry like, and now the dynamics of my art have changed. Like I know what to do now. Yeah.
Wow, guys. Like even my mind is like spinning already because you were not just exposed to Mr. Easy. Like you said, you're exposed to other artists, other cultures, and also like the real business behind the music business. Not this manga games.
No. It's not manga.
And you said you were singing as well. So when do we get to hear what you produced at Empower?
So Easy's busy touring and we're waiting on him to just settle down because it's very stressful for him. I think it's his first North American tour. I'm a fan like that. And so after that, but I'm still working on music. I have a big, guys, actually I think I'm gonna take a break.
Yeah?
I think I'm moving so fast. It's absolutely,
the momentum is there.
Yeah, well, I have a really big collaboration coming up for me. Actually, I can't tell you.
She'll tell me later, but I won't tell y'all.
I signed a contract. You know these contracts.
I can't
Yeah.
wait to hear it.
Yeah, and I have so much work. You know, the clothing line's dropping, the art is changing. So yeah, things are good for us, for Namibian hip hop.
You are going to carry us even there. To the outsides, you are going to carry us now. To the outsides. Yes. Girl, so what Silk, check. Album, check. Empower, check. Oh yes, Duplo. Girl! I'm sorry, I just have to mention it because personally I love Diplo. I love Diplo. Like if I had to just, you know what I'm saying, you know, settle down with a white boy.
I think he has a wife.
Okay, but anyways, how was it being in his presence?
It's like he's unreal. Like when you look at him, it's like a mirage. He's unreal. He's unreal. Like you feel like, oh my goodness, like this energy that is just so crazy. He's very fun. How you see him on Instagram is the way you see him in person. He's very fun, very approachable, very knowledgeable as well. Yeah. Yeah, he was.
I feel like I was even there. Like yeah, of course, yes. Thank you so much, Lioness, for always letting us into your space, into your mind. We can't wait to hear what's coming out of Empower. We can't wait to hear those 2 big collabos. But you are still doing the most. So yeah, fatsam.
Thank you.
Well guys, we've had so much fun here at the Wolfshack for Into the Future with Gina Jeanz and Loudima. We caught up with the 2 and it was lit. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Lioness was in the cut too. Well, you know how we do it out here at this entertainment. Guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, share. You know we got you, right? El-Shaddai, Aluteni. I'm out.